Hello. Hey guys. How are you? What's happening? Did you guys see that? By any chance? Oh, I hope so. I hope I did it right. Let's see who's here. Happy birthday to Shay Shay. It is her day. Let's see. Where are we? Jeez. Gotta go all the way up. Let's see who's here. Let's see. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, there. Lee takes the trash and recycles out, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, soft drinks, and various waters on the table. Puts some Oreo cookies and milk, along with black, dark, and milk chocolate fountains. Pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Diamond Painting with NND Timothy. Help yourself, come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on your ladies' seat. Thank you, Lee, for doing that for us. I don't do trash, so I appreciate it. Nia's in the house. How's it going? I'll talk to you in just a second. You were gonna say, saw you walked out just as I was talking. Oh, let's see. Nia had to trim their cuticle. Yes, I don't want your bloody mess on stage. Hi Helen. Hi Kathy. Let's see. Lee and Elizabeth is not yes. Lee does a wonderful snack table. Hi Miss Shay Shay, Miss Kathy's birthday girl. How's it going? I'm listening very forward to your live. Hi, Dit. How's it going? Let's see. Wait a minute. Hey, Judith. How are you today? And Eve, you're lurking and driving. Will you be careful on the road, Miss Eve? Hi, Denise. How are you? Welcome back from your trip. I heard it was a good one, and you told me yourself. I hope you had a really nice vacation, Denise. We all need a nice vacation. I know I could use one or two or three. Let's see. Thank you, Lee. So you all did see the countdown. Yay! Paul did that for me. Yeah, Paul, the one I flirt with. Yep, that is him. Your sister-in-law's birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Rachel. Happy birthday. Yeah, I loved my countdown. I was so excited when Dixie called and said, it's here. But thank you guys for doing that for me, Dix. I really appreciate it. So let's see. Lee, I hope you're all safe for now, but if you disappear, I don't know why, but stay safe, please. That's the most important thing. So are you guys ready for Nia? Huh? How about it? Nia, you ready? Okay. Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Always. How are you?
Good. Shay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I had a feeling you're going to hear that quite a lot today. Denise, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Good. Besides for my bad shoulder. But I
Yeah,
mean, right there on its own, it's going to go away on its own. Hi, Helen. Hi, Shay.
we thought kind of did a tickle here already. I was so afraid I wouldn't do the countdown right, and then I turned it on, I turned it off, then I turned it on again.
I saw that,
Yeah, I know.
but it looks great.
Thank you. I wanted one that was so. but really jealous that all these people were having these nice cool countdowns. I'm like, I want one like a 2-year-old. So Paul said, I'll make you one. And I said, okay. Aiden also did it myself because he's so busy.
Yeah.
He said I could do it a lot faster than explain it to you. And honestly, I don't think I could have done that well. In fact, I know I couldn't have.
I have no idea how to do it.
Hey, well, I know they asked me what I liked and the colors I liked, and I didn't know what he came up with, but he did a wonderful job as always.
You really did.
So, how you been?
A little busy this week, but other than that, fine.
A little busy.
Yeah, and I am busy. I need to pack for my weekend. There's a knitting retreat this weekend that I'm going to.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm leaving.
fun.
It is. This is the 6th or 7th time that I'm there.
Oh, really? Where is it at? Where's your retreat at?
This year it is in a town called Svendborg. It's about an hour 20 minutes away.
And so, how long will you be there for? Just a weekend?
Yeah, I leave Friday at noon and I'll be home Sunday around 3.
Sunday. So that's something. Do they go all night, or do you have classes, or do you just hang out?
There will be some classes, but mostly it's, you can do it if you want to, but mostly it's just about hanging out, knitting, chit-chatting. We probably chat more than we knit, but I mean.
I think there's a lot of retreat, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more the getting together and just hanging out, that, yeah.
Exactly.
I had yet to make the retreat. I hope I get to someday, but
I hope so too. I want to one day go to not a knitting retreat, a diamond painting retreat.
that's when I knit.
Yeah.
No, I can't knit. No. So I don't knit. Even if I could, I don't think I'd have the patience to knit. I don't know. I might, but I doubt it. No.
I mean, knitting gives you patience.
Does it?
And yeah. I mean, I didn't have any patience. Well, I have a bad patience, but knitting just, you need to focus on what you're doing. So, and it takes time.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be good for me. Maybe I should at least attempt to learn. I would actually like to knit or to crochet or something. What's the other thing people do?
Stitch.
Yeah, that. But I can't maneuver my hands the way you need to do that.
I mean, you could get a loom for knitting.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is something cool to look into. If you did exercise on the hands, if they could do that.
Exactly.
But so what do you like to knit? Anything in particular? What don't you like to knit, or what?
Children's clothes.
Children, really cool.
Goes fast, and I usually pick happy colors, and I mean, Rosa have so much knitted stuff, dresses and sweaters, and yeah.
I hear a lot about Rosa.
Yeah, she's an important part of my life.
Absolutely. The nieces, they're not just nieces to us, they're children, they're our children. That's how I feel,
I mean, I have a little part in her, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You do. I mean, so I'm happy as her.
Dixie, I have a yarn that I bought more than a year ago, and Berta and I still need to figure out, because then she didn't want it, the ones that I've talked about, and then she got Katya, and then she wants something for Berta and I need to talk.
Yeah, Nature's and Dolly toys. I'll tell you tonight, my dogs and Dolly toys that he didn't wear it. No.
Yeah.
He's silly. I've actually never had anything on him, but he is so hyper, and he don't know. I wouldn't even attempt to put something on
I
him.
think it's mostly the smaller dogs that doesn't have a lot of fur, and if they live in colder areas.
Yeah, yeah. No, he got fur, and he got a ton of fur.
Yeah.
Um, so how you feeling?
Good. You?
Good? Huh. I feel like I've been ran over by a truck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not my husband's truck, I hope.
No, your husband, I hope he didn't run over. Was that who hit me? Did he run over me?
No, he's over here. I mean, you're over there and I'm over here. I mean,
I feel like a house fell on me or something. Which
I'm
I
sorry.
like the witchy lips, and maybe it did. I don't know. I just got a bad flare up. Really bad.
Has the weather changed?
Well, yeah. We had a couple cool days, but now it's back up in the 70s and 80s, so it's not too cool. But it
No,
isn't
the
nice.
change is enough.
There's a lot of rain, though, and that doesn't help. The rain did not help. We had bad storms last night, and so that didn't help at all.
No,
All that rain, but what can you do?
nothing.
Nothing.
Live with it.
You live with it. That's right. I wish you didn't have to live with it.
You know what? I don't know anything else. So,
I don't either. I
hmm.
mean, I did have to say though, I went 30 years and didn't have any pain. So I did have to. I had to do 30 years without pain, so I'll take that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I can remember not being in pain.
Really.
Hmm.
Well, then that's kind of what I'd like to talk about today. If you're okay with that.
Ask anything you want.
You just finished what mind? Well, Helen, I'd love to see that. Have you
Me too.
up there? I'm sorry, what?
I want to see that one too.
Yeah, that's a cute painting. Is that the one Lenore has? I think that's the one Lenore's working on. Love is Blind. Is that the one, Helen, with the little dog, the hat on, and the little helmet, and it got his eyes closed? I think that's the one Lenore's doing that. Brenda, Mama D. Drilling, Diamond Drilling, Mama D. Diamond Drilling. DMDD4.
Or-
Yep, that's it.
Yes.
Ah,
Okay.
nine straight. That's what I thought. Thank you, Lee. Why did you let me sit here trying to figure out what is her name? Brenda, Mama, yeah, what is it? I got it. Uh,
There's so many names to remember.
so, what you done a condition,
Yeah.
and what is that?
I have a syndrome that is called Klippel-Feil syndrome.
And what is that? That?
Oh dear, that depends on who you are. there,
Okay.
there isn't two people that has the same. Yeah, well, we all have fused vertebrae in our necks. We all have a very low hairline, and as you can see, I basically have no neck. That some people have a normal neck, um, and they usually put people into three categories. You have the ones that have one or two vertebrae that are fused but doesn't feel any pain or any restriction of movement. Then you have the ones who have one or two vertebrae that are fused but feel either some restriction in movement or a little pain. And then there is people like me who has more than two vertebrae that are fused and have both pain and restriction of movement.
Oh.
and
So,
then everything else, you know.
teaching a pain, how much pain, like, are we talking minor pain, major pain? Just depends on the day.
For me, it depends on the day, and you know the weather, and but I'm getting some good medication now. I was in a at a pain clinic last year, and they changed most of my medication, so it's okay.
So that helps. I mean, and I the time with me, you know, that I hate taking it, but it's either that or not have a life than lay in bed in pain. And
Exactly.
life's too short to be that miserable. So, how is life with your syndrome? Like, um,
I
does it
mean, I'm,
affect your daily activities or
yes,
it does?
I'm at home on the Danish equivalent to disability. I've been at home since 2010 when I finished my degree as a social worker. Um, and I have issues doing a lot of stuff. I am not supposed to vacuum or clean the floors. Everything has to be done in small portions. I can't uh, take 3 loads of laundry and put them all together. I need to make it in shorter periods of time. If I go outside to remove some weed, I can do that maybe an hour and a half, but it's slow going because, again, I need breaks, kind of like when I'm diamond painting. I can sit in here diamond painting for, I don't know, 4 hours. And in reality, I might have been diamond painting for 40 minutes.
Okay, okay. So you have to do things in moderation then. What about like I know you did a couple of videos of walking through your village. So walking helps that take a lot out of you.
It doesn't make it worse.
It
And
does.
I like walking. I like being outside, but it depends on the weather again. I like being outside when the weather is good because the warmth help.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm used to walking. When I started walking a bunch of years by now, I walked like 5 minutes and I stayed on the couch for a few days because my back was trying to kill me. Today, I can walk 15 kilometers without being dead for days. I mean, I did that when I attended the Royal Run here in May. So I basically walked the entire day. Yeah, I was tired. Yes, my feet hurt, but mostly because I've been on my legs the entire day. On my
That
feet.
interesting. Tell me about that. Cause that really sounds interesting. I didn't know you did that.
Now, hang on. I'm going to show you my medal.
Okay. Oh, you done the medals? Yes, show me the medal.
Yeah. So Royal Run, it was started back when our now king turned 50. He wanted to do something special that the entire country would have the possibility of attending. And he's a very active man, his entire family is. So he was like, wouldn't it be fun to do some sort of a sport activity that people can attend? And he did the Royal Run, and this was the fifth year because they had to cancel one because of COVID.
All
Uh,
right.
Hi, Caden. So this year it was here in my town, Fredericia. So I decided, I have to do this. You can you can run, take 10K. You can walk 10K. You have a 1 mile family run, and then you can walk 5K like I did or run 5K. And then I did it in, I think, 57 minutes. So under an hour, like I wanted to, my 5K. And then when we got in, we got this.
Look at that. That's cool, Mia.
Yeah, and it is recycled plastic.
That is
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's cool. That's
It was really cool. And I saw the king several times.
really.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So he's actually there at the. That's cool.
Yeah, he and his family, well, now the king and the queen and their oldest son were different places in Denmark where they would run one of the distances. In Denmark, he ran the 1 mile with a bunch of soldiers. So he started out.
So did you ever talk to him? Did you get to talk to him, or did you just see him?
No, I just saw him.
You just saw him. That is cool. It seems like a lot of the characters on the show has not Kat and Caden. Hi, Dad. I saw you sneak in. So, the seem like a lot of the appearances?
Around Denmark?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just had a summer trip where they had the boat sailing around. And they have all these arrangements that they go to, for they have a lot of causes that they support.
That's cool. I never heard of the King. Well, I never heard of the Royal Run until you talked about it.
I mean, how would you? You don't live over here.
Well, yeah, but you hear a lot of. I know I don't live over there, but you still hear a lot of cool things out there. I don't think that gets enough attention myself. I think that's kind of cool.
No, I mean,
What?
in the big scheme, it isn't important, if you know what I mean. I mean, if you want to hear about Denmark, you hear about politics or if something bad happened. You don't hear about these smaller things.
Well, you should, because in my opinion, the smaller things in life should be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hi, Kat. Hi, Michelle.
I don't like politics, so I want to hear about the small things. I don't want to hear about the bad things in the politics.
Oh yeah, I want to hear about the positive things. I mean,
Yeah, well, that's how it is here. I mean, I have to say, how are you guys doing today, Kat and Michelle? Thank you for coming. I live in a very, very small town. You'll never hear anything about us. But
thank you, Helen.
in the last 5 years, yeah, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. In the last 5 years, we've hit the national news for the flood, devastating flood, and global news for what's going on now when our sheriff killed our judge. And I'm like, we don't do a lot of things over here, but still, I think the small things in life should be celebrated.
Oh,
Let me
absolutely.
ask you guys something. Are you hearing that? Lee, are you hearing that? I hear kind of reverb. Are you hearing that, Nia? And it's just coming to me.
I
But I
can-
don't hear it now. I don't hear it now. I hear it occasionally. I don't know. Okay, no one's hearing it, then that's cool. I'll deal with it. I don't know what to do about it anyway, so.
Me neither.
So, was you born with this?
Yes.
You were.
This is something that happens when the fetus is around 6 to 9 weeks. There is a clothing of a blood vessel. God, English. And this, depending on how long that is closed off, it makes a certain amount of damage to the body. I mean, some people are born with heart diseases, kidney diseases. You can have deformed genital parts, bowel disease. Basically, anything in the body can be harmed. Depending on where that blockage is in your body. I have lacking muscles in my left side.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look at my hands. Do you see I'm missing muscle over here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Never been there.
I see that. So, is there any task that's harder to you besides like house chores? Like any task that is harder for you?
Can't use my left hand.
You can't
I mean,
use
yeah, I can do, the biggest things, but I don't have any fine motor skills. What else? I try to not let things stop me. So I'm determined. I'm stubborn as whatnot.
Yeah.
So usually I do stuff no matter if it's healthy or not. Yeah, Lee, words can be hard in every language that I speak.
Yeah, they are. They're hard.
So
Uh,
I'm a stubborn person. That was
you
a good
are
night.
determined. You're determined, like me. I'm not gonna let our
I
disability stop.
prefer stubborn.
I did data learn on these, along with I don't do the end. I'm like, no way or no way, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I just, you
Yeah,
know
Helen. Get that.
exactly. That's what I always say. If it doesn't tell you no, and you are leading person at the
I
end.
usually say God doesn't give you anything he doesn't think you can handle. And then my little amendment is I just wish he had a little less faith in me.
Oh, well,
I mean, I do it, but sometimes a little less faith would be nice, just a little break every now and then.
just a little bit. Well, God, He knows our strength.
Yeah.
That sometimes we don't always know our strength that He does. Hi, Kat. How are you?
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, thank you. That made my day right there. Thank you. I
I
appreciate
also believe that we are put on this earth for a reason. And we just need to figure out why. You are here with your challenges for a reason. You might need to teach people, kind of like you do in here. You teach people, about living with the issues you have, and you teach people about, and you bring people in here that have different struggles in their lives. Like you said, you and Adam have changed two people's lives. And that is what you're here for. You're here to change lives. You're here to educate about, what people struggle with, and maybe that can help other people. And I'm here to teach people about living with a degenerative chronic illness
you are.
and what you can do despite that. At least that's what I think I am.
You are doing a fantastic job of it. And that's what I hope to do. That's what I wanted to focus on the positive side of a disability, not the negative. I want to say we go through this every day, and that reader getting on my nerves. I'm glad you guys can't hear it, but we go through it every day, and we're
Yeah.
like, it's not gonna stop. And that's what I want to show people, that life is hard, that you gotta go on. Now, I know a lot of people have it a lot more worse than we do, and I'm not. And people are different, and they know their strength. But as long as you have effort and you love yourself, you love others, and you have faith, then I believe we can do anything. And you are a prime example of that. That's why I wanted to have you on today.
Thank you.
You really do inspire me, yes. You really do.
I'm glad to hear that.
And
And you're inspiring me with your tenacity and positive look at the world despite what you're going through. I mean, I sometimes think that you have it worse than me, especially when you tell me that you, for the first 30 years, didn't have any pain. I mean, I when people get sick later in life or experience pain later in life, I feel that that is way worse than what I experienced because I don't remember anything else. You remember a life without pain. I mean, I don't. And having lived without pain and then suddenly have it, it must be horrendous.
I've always said that about people who, like I had never walked, never. So I don't know what it's like to walk. I know what it's like, what I imagine it to be. But people that have walked their whole lives and then they get in an accident or something and can no longer do it, I find that more horrifying. And I feel worse to them because
Exactly.
they know what they're missing. I don't know what I'm missing. I know
Yeah,
what I
I don't
want.
know what I have
Yeah,
no idea what a life without pain is. I have no idea.
I'm sorry to hear that, Nick.
Don't
I
feel
am. But yeah, for 30 years. And then I woke up one day and like I said, I said, my disability caught up with me. It's like, damn.
yeah,
You know, but
I'm sorry that happened to you.
thank you, Mia.
So
I,
what does
I,
Cat say? Sorry I missed half the life on your condition. Do you need a crochet? It looks like yarn in your shells without use of fine motor skills in one hand. How do you manage to do your craft, including diamond painting? I'm right-handed. I when I knit, and yes, I knit. I use mostly my right hand. The same when I diamond paint. I have my pens in my right hand, and the left, when I'm knitting, is more of a, how would you call it? A support system, whatever. I'm not. It isn't a vital part of me knitting. It is holding the needle and yeah.
okay, so that was my question, Kat. As far as how did it affect your knitting and stuff, I didn't know if you were right-handed or left-handed.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm right-handed. With this thing left-handed, it would have been an issue if I was left-handed. I don't think it was ever an option.
that's what I was thinking. Hi, Carol. I see you. Hi. Thank you for coming. I hope you're doing well today. I wondered about that. I thought, well, she's left-handed. She did. If you can knit like that, if you're left-handed. So,
Oh,
um,
I am right-handed.
um, Lord, train of thought on my head. All right, we did it. So
Hi, April.
let's talk about your hi, April. April and I had to come new voice message buddies. Yeah. You know, 'cause I send a lot of voice messages, and she thought, "This is cool. This is even better. I can down paint and talk to you at the same time." So, we're working on the same, painting the drills and drills.
That's
Not
cool.
feeling too well, April. I'm feeling about like I was last night. Yeah. But I will say that you guys helped me. You, you know, I'm here and not concentrating on pain, and that's a good thing. Technology, sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it has a mind of its own. I want to throw it out the window. So you're diamond painting. I imagine that it helps you cope.
It does. Just so does knitting.
And you all your craft. How long did it take you to complete a project? Usually,
Um, I mean, a question of reality took me 2 months.
but
That one is a 70 by 99
that around where?
square. I only do square diamond paintings.
Oh yeah, I knew that about you. Yeah, you the weirdos. No, I'm kidding. I like those. I took the round or easier for me that I'll do flares. I love the image blend it on. So that takes you that took you less than 2 months. Wow. I did moondollars and it took me 4 months. And it was what size is that again?
What, sorry?
What size is your tiny again?
This,
Question of reality. Yeah. What
this
size?
is a 70 by 99.
You're good. I did a 68 something. It took me 4 months.
Yeah, well,
Get the time down painting. That's for sure.
I mean, when it comes to diamond painting, I usually say go big or go home. I prefer my diamond paintings big.
I like the smaller ones, but now when I do a bigger one, I feel like I accomplished something. And plus, I love them. I have them hanging on the wall. In fact, I'm going to change them out. They've been up to a while.
I have one on the wave as a gift.
Wait, I did.
Yeah, from Adam and
Oh,
Amy.
yeah. I thought. That's not what I thought you meant. I thought you did something out in there. Yes, I do have one on the way, and it's going to go right there. Right there. You can't see it, but it's
Wait,
going to go right there. I will do a video on it, and then I'll have it hand out, and I'll show that also. Yes. When I saw that, it just the way
I
it
fell in love with it.
looking, I did instantly. I saw it before that after it was done, it just it made me think of my max, and I know it's a prop, but it just
April, is that the new Spangler that just was released in the Halloween release?
I thought
Don't forget to hydrate. It's very important.
and you know what? I never remember to have my drink in here. That's why I asked her to light. I'm so thirsty. I love your little water thing. I want one. I thought,
You mean this is a little one?
did I
This
what?
is 65 ounces.
That would do me in. That I could drink all of it. I could drink 2 or 3 of those. I stay thirsty. Because of my meditation, I stay thirsty. I didn't
I
hit.
need one of these a day. That is the least I have, at least I have to drink this one.
Wow. That's one of the deepest things I have to say.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I'm not to test to steal that tiny. Yeah. I want that one really bad. I want to see updates on that as you do it. So, let me ask you this. Your syndrome,
Yeah.
does certain foods or anything like that affect it? Like,
No.
nothing like that?
No.
Does
Not at
anything
all.
help it? As far as does anything like exercise, did it make you feel better?
No, no. But I don't know if that's because of my syndrome, or if it's just because I'm a weirdo, which is possible. I mean, hello. I have a sensitivity to when I eat the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I was reading up on it, and I don't know if that's the truth for me or if it's just a coincidence. But a lot of people with Klippel-Feil, we have a high arch in our mouth, and that can sometimes create problems with textures, which is one of the reasons why I don't like cheese. Even if it's melted or just regular cheese, it has the weirdest texture in my mouth.
Really?
And I can't.
That's interesting. I would. That is interesting. And that really interests me. I never would have.
No, I just know it because I read about it. I mean, nobody knows about Klippel-Feil or KFS. So if I want my doctors to do anything, I need to come with them and say, okay, this is what I know. This is what I read. So I want you to do dub, 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 because this is what we need to do in order for me to whatever.
Had you done that?
Doesn't know anything.
So you were born with this. Did you know that? Or were you diagnosed at a later age or
I was 32.
32?
Yeah.
Did you always wonder why you had all these challenges?
Oh, since I was a child. I knew that something was up, but I grew up with a mom that said that I made things up because I was jealous of my brother having asthma and bronchitis. So I told everybody I was in pain so that I would get attention. And she said the same to my doctor, then said, okay, well, that is what we believe then. So whenever I went to my doctor and said, hey, my neck hurts, he would just say, well, get a grip, go back to school. This is imaginary.
Okay, first of all, that makes me angry that a doctor did not do that. I don't care if you are a child.
Yeah.
It is their duty to see if you're telling the truth. That's just enough for it. That makes me angry. And I'm very sorry.
I've been with him for years. Thank God he isn't a doctor anymore.
Well, he shouldn't be. I'm very sorry after you that you didn't deserve that. So tell me about your childhood. Do you have a brother? The sibling you have?
I mean, my childhood was traumatic.
Well, if you're not comfortable talking
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think the first 2.5 years of my life were great because I was an only child. Then my parents got my brother, and my mom had always wanted a boy. So from then on, I was basically the black sheep in the family. Everything was my fault. On top of it, I had all of this. So, I was at fault that my brother is dyslexic. I don't know how, but I was. It was my fault that the teacher liked me better than him. Yeah, and apparently it was my fault too that I was bullied horrendously from first until ninth grade. Nobody really did anything about it.
Really?
Most of it was because I'm short. I can't really run. I don't know if that has anything to do with my KFS or anything. I just can't really run. I can't move my neck very, very much. And I had a horrible temper as a child. So when people teased me or bullied me, I tended to not, handle it very well.
Well, you shouldn't handle if someone's bullying you. I'm surprised the school didn't.
They tried, but telling a person to say, you have to say sorry. They just said sorry, and then the next day they kept going, I mean, I have a video on my channel about it. It's one of my very, very first videos.
Oh.
I talk more in depth about me being bullied as a child.
Well, I will check that out. If you can, I'd like you to send that link to me and let it. If you don't know where it is, I'll find it. I
It
would.
is about 2 years ago on my channel.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe Lee or somebody can go find it and put in the link or something.
Yeah. Please, mod, cat,
Cat, I don't know.
somebody, Shay. That I got a lot of mods. Nigga, you're off duty, so don't worry about it. You're off duty today.
I'm off duty tonight.
You're off duty. You did not have to do anything. You're a guest on the line. That's a benefit to being on the line.
Yeah.
Uh,
I can't help it.
I know you can't help it, but I had to say when Lee and Lenore had me on their lives, they tell me I'm off duty, and I kind of take advantage of that. I do. Although last night I felt bad, did all the LinkedIn, and I'm like, well, she shouldn't be doing this alone, but oh well, she did wonderful at it.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
But I'm very sorry that the school didn't. I mean, now here they are punished severely to doing that. Not severely, but they're like detention or they get no school. They suspended. That's the word I'm looking for, or something like that. And
Yeah.
sorry, they didn't do that to you. So, how was school? For you growing up, aside from the bullying, did you like it?
I was great in school.
Awesome.
Yeah. I learned to read when I was 5.
I'm sorry, what?
I learned to read when I was 5.
No.
We start school at 6 over here.
Hmm.
I loved school. I loved learning. I loved my teachers. I was good at it. I got good grades. Yeah, I mean, besides for my classmates, school was great.
So are you an avid reader? Do you like to read a lot?
I got stress, a really bad case of stress back in 2010. And since then, I haven't been able to read and remember. Before that, I read all the time. Today, I'm listening to audiobooks. But when I was a child, I had a library day every Friday. I went to the library. I was loaning like 5 or 7 books, depending on how big they were, and how much. Then I went back next Friday and I had read them, and I would get new books.
I was an avid reader. I would have as a child. I did that kind of taught myself to read too. My mom would do that to look that high, put in the side thing, and I would read it, and then when I read those, she'd change them out. And then last year I was there and the library, and I loved it. I loved to learn. Uh,
Yeah.
so you're a social worker. I did not know that until a little bit ago, actually.
No, yeah, I am.
How long did you learn?
I
Yeah.
didn't get to work very much before I got very sick again.
Okay.
But I have helped people since. It's been a while because I didn't keep up with all the laws and everything, but I do help people every now and then just because I like it.
So, you're how long were you a social worker before you had to quit?
Oh, a few months, I think.
So, what avenue did you do? What was your focus on? Was it
What I was working on, I was working with young people from 18 and up that had or have had substance problems,
okay?
abuse, and trying to help them to get back into working, into society, be functioning members of the society.
Okay. Thank you, Kat, and thank you, Mia. Although I told you you're off duty, thank you anyway. So you said you had a back case dress in 2010. Do you want to tell us about that, or anything you don't want to?
Uh, it was actually on the way for several years. I just didn't know what it was. I'm a perfectionist. I need to do everything right, preferably the first time. And I was studying, I was writing my bachelor. My partner in it was constantly sick, and the people we need to interview canceled on us. I lost my dad's aunt, then I lost a dear classmate, and it, eventually it just became too much. So I just crashed.
I'm very sorry about that. Did you? Hi, Angel. Thank you.
So,
So, did you have to seek treatment, or how did you deal with that?
well, the doctor that I had at that time was the doctor I had as a child. So when
Mm,
I went to him, he gave me some sleeping pills and said, talk to somebody.
talk to them. Well, I'm not saying that's bad advice. You did need to talk to somebody. Did you do
Well,
that?
he didn't send me to a psychiatrist or anything or
He should.
anybody.
He should have listened to you.
Yeah, well,
He basically just said, "Yeah, okay, well, they worked it out." Yeah, that. I'm sorry. Yeah, sounds like
it took its time, but I'm okay by now. I have chronic stress, so I need to figure out, not to. Um, I need to know what's going on. Which again is my perfectionism. I know that, but as long as I'm aware of what's going on and people don't spring something on me, like people just knocking on my door, I don't do that very well. It stresses me to no end. I mean, call me 5 minutes before and say, "Hey, I'm on my way. Can I, do you give a cup of coffee or something?" I mean, like, sure, fine, but you have to take my home as it is. But don't just come knocking because my mind would go.
right. So I get that. All right, Angel. I understand. Thank you for coming, and
Thank you for being here, Angel, and you too, April.
I love you guys. Um. So you're married
For 17 years.
17 years. Tell us about David.
Oh, David is the love of my life. He's my best friend. We've known each other for 24 years.
Okay.
We met on a dating site that
Really?
was also about finding friends. I was looking for friends. I was living with this guy back then, and he had scared all my friends away. He was very controlling.
Oh,
And as I found out later, he was a cheating bastard. But,
I'm sorry.
what? I learned from it. So I met David, and we met and we talked. I mean, it was supposed to be, meet up, say hi, have an ice cream, a cup of coffee or something. And then, he had to go to work the next morning and I had school. And before we knew it, we've been chatting for 4 hours. So that was our first meeting. And since then, we became the best of friends. Would he lived at home at that time because he had made some bad financial choices. So he would come over to my apartment and we would chat the entire night, watch movies, go shopping. He's good at shopping. I'm horrible at shopping.
Really? I
I
hope
hate
so.
shopping.
I
I'm
just
good at shopping
admire.
diamond cages and yarn, but
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Not many men do that. I hate it. I'd rather
I
cut the
hate,
all that and stop.
and then we
And
had,
then
yeah, we
so
had a bunch of friends, that kept saying, you'd be great together. Why don't you just start dating? And we would look at them, like, no. I mean,
no,
why ruin a friendship like this?
right?
And then I had some bad relationships, and eventually I was like, you know what? I had a friend in the U.S. He was a doctor, and he was a super kind person. I don't have contact with him today, but he offered me, if you ever want to leave Denmark, you could marry me, and I'll make sure you get your green card. And I
Oh,
actually considered it because I needed something to change in my life. It was horrible. And then David called for my birthday, and we chit chatted, and what's life, how's life, and I told him, I'm really considering this because I need a change in my life. And he had just arrived where he was supposed to load off the gas and diesel that he was supposed to. So he said, "I'm gonna call you in an hour when I'm driving home. Don't make any decisions." It's like, sure, okay. He called again, and he was like, "So have you decided to leave?" I was like, "Not 100%." I was like, "Okay, I've been thinking while I was unloading this, and um, I actually think I like you more than just a friend."
oh,
Yeah, and he had for a while, and it made me thinking. I was like, sure. I mean, it's hard, but it's hard to decide what is love for a friend and what is love for something you want to be more than a friend.
yes, it is.
And
That's
we did talk about that, and it sounds so weird saying it, but we decided, to meet up and see if is there anything now that we know, it's one thing is to meet up and know we're friends, but know that there might be more. Is there any connection at all? Yeah, it sounds like we basically arranged our relationship, which we
oh,
didn't.
you
Um,
take a chance.
and then um,
Hi, Allison.
hi, Allison. He invited me to join him at work that Friday. By the way, I am the first one to ever be invited to drive with him. His brother
Really?
was furious when he found out. Um, and we were talking and having fun, and I was just, it was relaxed. Even, it was comfortable. Even though we've been talking about feelings and how we felt and stuff like that, and it was just, comfortable. And then eventually had to go to my side of the truck, and he came up and picked it, and then he looked at me, and then he kissed me. And I'm pretty happy that I was sitting down because I'm not sure my leg would have carried me. That is
that,
21 years ago.
that, that's beautiful news. That's awesome. Sometimes we just have to take a chance in life. You
Yeah,
know,
but we did agree on if it wouldn't work, it wouldn't ruin our friendship. I mean, it was it we needed to try it. We needed to figure out if it would work, and apparently 21 years later, it did work.
well, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Do you have children?
Now, one, because of my body, I would probably end on the couch for 9 months, and there would be a big possibility that I would have ended up in a wheelchair. And I like walking. And then also there is some genetic issues in David's family. Plus, later on, we found out that they are genetically, what's the word? they have a high possibility for cancer and dementia, So
Mm-hmm.
even though it was a really, really rough time when we figured out that we couldn't have kids, I mean, I've been dreaming about being a mom since I was 7 year old.
Oh,
Um, and it was rough for, I don't know, maybe 8 years or so and not all the time, but when some people would tell me that they were expecting, and I would see moms in the city with their strollers and stuff like that, and that would be rough every now and then.
I
Um,
did that. I do.
but today, I mean, do you know how great it is to have someone's child over, and then eventually, when they're just too much, you get to give them back and say, "Here's your child."
Yes, I
And
do. I never one that did not that. Yes, I know. That's what I was going to say. You had Rosa, and your nieces, they become a part of you too. You know, and like you said, you had that different bond. You're not a parent that always has to discipline them.
oh,
You're
I do discipline her.
you do.
Yeah. She needs to know the rules. She needs to know how to behave around the cats. She knows what I don't like her to do. She knows I won't have her jumping in the couch.
Okay.
Um, but I'm not yelling at her. I've never yelled at her.
Right.
But I'm telling her, I don't like you doing this. For instance, the other day, Monday, when she was out here, we have these teasers for the cats, these long teasers, and she was starting to wrap it around her neck.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was like, Rosa, stop that immediately. And she would be a little. She said, "No, no, I'm not yelling at you, but that is dangerous.
right.
You could, and if you fall or one of the cats step on it, you can strangle yourself. That
Right.
is dangerous. Please don't do that."
Right. That's what I did too.
Yeah,
I tossed and right and wrong, but I did it in a constructed way, like
yeah.
you did. Because
And I told her, I understand that this isn't any fun for you. That it was a game, and it's fine. But you need to listen to Auntie.
right,
But you
that,
are allowed to be disappointed or to be angry. Your feelings is just as valid as mine are. I'm just the adult. you know, in
and
the end,
yep, that's what I
yeah.
did.
Thank you, Pat.
Right. They said, "Why can't I do that?" And I said, and I tell them why. Why? You know how kids are. Why? And I finally said, "'Cause I'm older and I know more." So that did it, 'cause they did, and I shouldn't ask why anymore.
Yeah,
So, and had you ever thought about adoption?
we did.
And
But adopting is hard when you have a chronic disease and you're overweight. And back then, I was angry. I felt that it wasn't fair. Today, though, I get it because we're not just talking about a child coming from another country. No, no, we're talking about a child that has been abandoned several times before they even arrive with their adopted parents. First off, they are dropped by the parents. Then they end up at a what's the word? Uh,
foster home?
foster home or something. A a at home, let's say that. Or they end up with a foster mom. And both those times they are being abandoned, so that is yet another trauma. Then they're being adopted. And unless the parents to be come to pick that child up, they're giving to a person that is to transport them to their new home. Which means when they get to that country, they are abandoned yet again. And then they come to their adopted parents, which would mean that they have been abandoned like 3, 4, 5 times. before they come to the new parents. And they're traumatized, these kids, which is why you don't just get to adopt that easily. Because what if you have, let's say, a chronic disease and you have a higher risk of dying because they don't, it doesn't matter what you have. You have a chronic disease, you might have a higher chance of dying young, which would give that child another trauma. And the same goes if you're obese, you can die from it. So I get it today. Back then I didn't get it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about you is that you can see the logical side of things. And I have to say, I never saw that. I never saw that until I talked to you, and now I did it. Now I did why it's very, very difficult to get approved through adoption, and now I did it. And that's because you made me see that, and I never thought of that. And I
People don't.
usually can see all sides of things on adoption. I think I let my own personal feelings get in the way of that. So thank you. Now I can, now I'm real on that. Now I kind of see, why. Um, so thank you. I appreciate that. So let's talk about your diamond painting and your YouTube channel. Why did you start a YouTube channel?
Well, not to talk about diamond painting.
Okay, let's talk about diamond painting first.
I started my channel originally because I wanted to educate about Klippel-Feil syndrome. I wanted to talk about how life with a rare genetic diseases. Um, and then, I started diamond painting back in 21, and that became a part of it. And all of a sudden, most of my most of my content is about diamond painting. I mean, I still talk about living with my disease. Tell you guys how I feel and doctor's appointments and whatever I'm doing. So I'm still educating. I just do it mixed in with diamond painting. But it wasn't my original intent on starting my
Okay.
my channel.
So how long had you started in 21? I started in December 21, but how long had you had your channel before you started diamond painting is what I'm trying to get out.
How long I had my channel?
Yeah, before you started diamond painting.
I didn't start my channel until 22.
Oh, okay, so you started diamond painting third. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, your channel, I love it. Absolutely love it. I know when you did the first village walkthrough, I hounded you like, yeah, I want more, I want more, give me more. And you finally got me into the video. Um, because I wanted to see your hunting. I did. I wanted to see what you did. I love to see the culture of others. But I tell you, if you've already done a video like this, I apologize for not seeing it. I'm still going through your old videos and trying to catch up. But I would love to see you do a video on like the culture over there. Have you done one like that?
No, I just this Sunday in my life we talked about that I should do a series about Denmark,
Yeah.
the history. I would do a video about the city that I live in. And
Yeah.
it could be the culture. I would probably do something about our royal family. And then do voiceovers while I diamond paint, so you don't have to look at this face the entire time. You know, and I have planned on doing. It probably won't be until next year because the weather is horrible now. But I wanted to take you on a walk through Fredericia where I grew up. You know, show you where I lived, show you the beach, where did I go to school. You know, some of the sites in the city,
Yes,
like that.
I would love that. I would. I would love to see that. And speaking of your lives, yeah, I set my clock down to make your lives. I'm so very tired. I have insomnia really, really bad. So the time I didn't know rested in the morning, and I sometimes I sleep late, and then I had been missing your life that I would always watch the replay, and I finally said, "No, I'm gonna set that clock, and I'm gonna watch your live. If I have to go back to bed, out of the test Sunday I did have to watch the replay because I was just not. Sometimes I'm just not. I'm not doing well right now, so I'm sorry about that. But I do watch your lives. I don't want you to think that I don't. I do.
I
Uh,
know.
so who is your favorite artist?
My favorite. Oh, I love Miles Pinkney.
Mm-hmm. I
I
did.
love Wendell Spangler.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know. Mostly I look at the image. I don't really, you know. Oh, I love Alphonse Mucha. I love, 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 love his artwork,
Do you? I don't
especially
really
with
know
panels.
those actors. Although I do like a few of his pieces, I do, and I like how long they are. I like that. I like a panel like that. Have you ever done a acrostic conversion?
Not yet. I have a pattern. I just need to purchase the canvases because it's a really big one, and I need several canvases, and then I need to purchase the drills.
Are you teaching that a secret for now?
Which one it is?
Yeah,
It is Summer by Bridget Ashwood.
I did not know what that is. You'll have to show me that
Yeah,
sometime.
um,
How large is it?
the one that I'm doing,
Yeah.
it is 140 by about 2 meters.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, so I've decided to put it into 8 panels.
Katie, okay. I'm considering doing the mini CrossFit conversion of Maleficent. Jade has
Okay.
it on her channel. I love Maleficent. I love the good villain. Although here's my dilemma. I hate math and I love math painting. I don't know if I can combine the two. I don't want to not like my painting. But at the same time, I kind of want to do that as like for my channel, kind of do it as a series or something. I don't know. Hi, Naomi. How are you? Thank you for
And
coming.
Naomi, you need a tablet. It doesn't work on a iPad, I think. And then you need to get Pattern Keeper. That
Mhm.
way, that will help you.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. Although I'm really wanting to do it. I really want to try it. Just to see. And it's not one I would do constantly. It is something that I will pull out occasionally and do with you guys on the live, to do a few videos through the channel. It's not something I do right on and on because I really do think that I will get frustrated with it. How are you today, Naomi? Thank you for coming.
I
Um,
mean, I don't think you can work on it constantly because it will take a lot of your brain.
yeah.
Look at that blank canvas. I mean, even though I'm a one kid at a time kind of gal,
Yeah.
I think that I would have to have that as a whip besides what I'm doing, because I don't think that I'd be able to work on 8 panels in a row without having colors on the canvas.
Well, what are you working on right now? Are you participating in any events right now?
No, I am waiting on a canvas from JD Gem Shop by Alphonse Mucha so that I can participate in Anthony's Mucha Mania in November and December. So right now I am working on a kit from Francesca Studio Works.
What is it?
It is called While Kittens Are Away, Mice Will Play.
Oh, yes, I've seen it. I love it. That's cute it can be. I like
It
that.
has hats and it has yarn, and I mean, I
And
have
then
hats and I have yarn.
world. That's the best of both worlds.
So this is a small one compared to what I usually do. It's just 55 by 75 centimeters.
That kind of not well. It's not too large.
Not for me.
Squares, so and you only do squares. Okay. Do you not like rounds? Have you ever done a round?
I've done several rounds in the beginning, and they bugged me to no end because I have issues getting them straight, and um, yeah, I just don't like
You don't. Well, you know,
them.
as a third round that I will do.
Hey, Sharon,
Can,
how are you doing, sweetie?
that, hi, how are you? I'm glad you came. That's okay that you can't stay.
I
Uh,
was wondering, don't anybody have any questions, or do you just know me too well already?
that's what that was my next question. I was just about to say that. In fact, I had started and you took it out of my mouth. If anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask. But then I have to wrap it up here soon because Shay is having her birthday celebration at 6. And if you guys
Congratulations.
to the Nia channel and Shay and your I had mods in here that had their own channels and put it your own channel too. I would appreciate that. Um so yeah, do you have any questions for Nia? Now's the time to ask. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, but me, I've had fun today. I want to thank
You
you
too.
for doing my desk. I really do. And
I'm
I
so happy to be here.
I had you back um soon just to hand out party. Yeah.
Exactly. We need to do this again, just to chit chat and tease people and stuff like that.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, your channel, truthfully, is one of the things that made me start mine.
Oh, thank you.
It is because I thought here's a strong person, the strong woman that faces this challenge every single day. And if she can do a channel, then why can't I?
Of course, everybody can do a channel. I mean,
Yeah, they can. And it helped me to be with you guys and I hang out with you guys. I don't know if it does you, but it does me. So I want to thank you,
yeah.
because you teach me to be a better version of myself because I could be angry that I never chosen to do that because, like you said, we are who we are.
I mean, it's okay to be angry as long as you stop being angry again. I mean, for
That's
me, it's a decision every day to live as positive as I can. I'm not a person to sit in a corner and cry and feel sorry for myself. Of course, I can feel sorry every now and then if it's a really bad day. And I have days where I can't get out of bed, where David has to yank me out under screaming and yelling and I don't know what. But most days, I wake up and I decide today's a good day.
Well, that makes me happy that you think that you had a handle on your disability, and that makes me happy because, like I said, you inspire me. You really do.
And you inspire me.
Thank you, Nia. I I try to do the best that I can, but thank you. I appreciate that. And I don't know if you saw that Naomi said that she hadn't met you, but it was nice to meet you, and she's asking for your channel link. Leah touched it, or yeah, Lee or Dick or one of them touched it. I don't know if I got to me not. I don't think that was in. I let them do their own thing.
Lee,
Uh,
can you share mine again so she doesn't have to look for it?
yeah, and I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, and that show that you dad share Naomi's channel too has to miscellaneous. I would appreciate that. She had her own channel, but it's fabulous. And guys, I am gonna have next week while you're here. I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, so I am postponing my live until Thursday at 7. I will have Lenore as a guest.
Yay.
Yep,
I will try to be there because it's rather late over here.
I know. I know. I'm sorry.
No,
Um,
you won't be.
I couldn't have it earlier because Joanna had her lives outside, and I don't want to step on anybody. And then I will also have Naomi as a guest on October 16th. I think that's what we decided on. Naomi's on her own. Correct me. And then on October 30th, I will have Lena Diamond on. So that's not live schedule this week.
Thank God, Eve.
I
I'm happy you're home safe.
That I was wondering if you had gotten home yet, Eve. And Lee and Jenny are, well, I think Lee said right now they're not. Oh, I'm sorry. Nia wanted her channel link, if you don't
Lee
mind.
did, Lee did that.
Um, do your own too, did. Nia, I mean, Dixie had the two hubby, and she shared her husband with me, so he is quite handsome. So I would drop what I'm doing to you this weekend. But Jen, that
Can
did
I
not surprise
ask
me yet.
something?
Doesn't surprise me. And Naomi said
Naomi.
said she just said to you, so thank you for that. I'm sure she appreciates that.
It's
She
okay, Naomi. Can I ask people to maybe send some good thoughts and prayers to Jenny Kubikai because they're being hit by the new hurricane coming in. So they are making sure that they're safe right now. Otherwise, she would have been here.
yeah,
So yeah, they could really use all the good thoughts and prayers so that their house and their community stays safe.
that was my Nia, you're reading my mind today. So there. I'm just gonna let you take over, do your own thing. No, Jenny had I started a chat with my mom because it's easier to tell you guys all in one time, and she had put a note in there that she would kind of prepare into that. And I was worried about Lee too, and he said, "Tammy, we're gonna be okay right now." I said, "Okay," just did it keep me updated. And then I know there's a retreat going on right now, a third of the day here. She thought to go to her Seahawk game Sunday, and her birthday was Saturday. I got a lot of friends that celebrating birthday this month, because.
Mine too.
I know. When is yours exactly?
14th.
14th. That's what I thought.
The wedding anniversary is on the 15th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice birthday present. Oh, you live in Florida too, Allison? I wouldn't. Are you in the line with the hurricane?
Please stay safe if you're in Florida.
Yeah, just my neighbor Allison. I did not know that.
Yeah, and Lee and Lenore.
Yes, yes. I not thought to which you died and not heard also. Well, yes, I guess we should wrap it up here and get ready for Church dinner. Are you gonna be able to out of her life or
Yes, I'm gonna be working and lurking.
working? That's what I'm gonna do. Although I have to say, every time I say I'm gonna do that, I end up running my mouth and I don't work so much.
I'm gonna run my fingers usually.
Yeah, I do have to kind of watch how much I talk today. That's the downside of it. That's the bummer side because I would love to talk to Shay today on her birthday, and I will say a few things that it does kind of hurt my hands, and I'm having a flare up today, so if I don't say anything much, that's why. So I will let her know on there and stuff.
Exactly.
Well, Dad, I want to thank you all for coming. Hi, again. We're about to wrap it here.
Leanne. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for coming. Leanne, they moved to a new house, I think. So she's been quite busy lately. So I thank you for coming, Leanne. I'm sorry we're about to wrap it up here. Shay's having her birthday live, so I want to give people time to get a drink and all of that. Um, but I want to thank you guys for being here. And like I say, always, I'm going to leave you with love yourself, love others, let people help you and support you. Don't try to do it yourself. Trust me, that makes all the difference in the world. And just try to stay positive. And like I always say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I am
Exactly.
living proof of that. Nia is living proof of that.
Yeah.
We
Thank
all have
you,
our
everyone.
struggles. Yeah, and that's why I want to do my channel, just to show that we're struggling, that we're here every day, and we're doing the best that we can.
We're living our life through everything.
Yep. And Nia's right. God doesn't do anything on it that we cannot handle. And whatever your faith is, trust in it. And if you don't have the faith, then trust in yourself and your friends and your families.
Well, can I choose what family it is?
Yes,
You guys are my chosen family.
yes, exactly. I could
I
not
don't
do this
use
without
my own family a whole lot.
you. No. Do you have a relationship with your brother, a good one?
Yeah.
Good, that's it. Are your parents still living?
Yeah.
Are they? So do you see them at all? No.
No. And they removed David and I from the Facebook recently. So I mean, like, that's fine. That's fine. That way they can't see what I'm doing anyway.
Well, you had the brother and you had us. It's not the same, but you will always have me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And so will all of you. If you ever need anything, if you ever need to talk, you let me know. I will be there. I promise you. So on that note, I want to thank you again for coming. I will say no to you in Church Live. And I will see you again on the video and on it live. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a nice weekend coming up. And on that note, I will say goodbye. Nia, you want to say anything for the go?
I want to say thank you for watching and have a great evening. And yeah, just have a great week. And hopefully, I will see you over at my channel eventually. And you're welcome, Kathy. I am an open book. So if anybody has any questions, just ask. Come in, write something, text me, find me on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, and ask away. I am here, and if you have have any issues you want to talk about, living with pain, whatever, I am here for you. So
So,
have a great evening. Thank you for listening.
well, and Kathy, that's another one that inspired me the 3 days. She does.
Kathy is amazing.
She is.
Her resin work, I'm impressed.
It's outstanding.
Started, and it looked like she's been doing it for years.
And she's legally blind.
Yeah, and she's legally blind. I mean, nobody. I wouldn't know that when I look at it.
No, you know, I got a sneak peek at her some of her things, and I was just blown away. Kathy and I talk late at night because she doesn't sleep either, and we'll talk. Say we'll start at 2 and 3 o'clock and talk to 7 or 8 a.m. And she amazes me. She and E, they are some pretty interesting people. Let me tell you.
Oh,
And
wow.
they're going to be on my channel at some point. So, oh, and one more thing I will say, if your dad ever had anything that you'd like to say and you want to come on my channel, you're more than welcome. It's not just for creators. It's on our friends. If you ever think, hey, I have a story I'd like to tell, come on up. I would love to have you. I would. But I will see you guys again in the next video. And tell one over the shade vibes. It's her birthday and we're gonna have a blast. And you never know what she had up to never.
Bye,
So
everybody.
yeah, bye everybody. I love you guys.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.